What's up, Zombie Slayers? This is KJ48, and welcome back to my 7 Days to Die single-player Let's Play. This is episode 35, and I have just been doing some inventory management stuff here, and I'm ready to go repair some spikes, replace some spikes, and then I think we are going to start working on a mine here. I know we got to go to the south. We'll probably do that tomorrow, because I want to move into this base before the next horde, so... Also, I just want to let you guys know that I did some testing of the barbed wire in between videos on my stream, and it turns out that what happens is the zombies walk up to the barbed wire. They don't attack the barbed wire. I've seen it get broken, but I've tested the. Let me pause it so I don't waste any daytime here. I've tested the barbed wire against regular zombies, cops, and ferals. Ferals seem to walk through it. The barbed wire definitely does damage, but very, very, very tiny amount of damage, if any. It might just slow them down. I'm not positive. No, I don't know, actually. I think it definitely does damage. Yeah, I've seen them take damage on it, but it's very, very small amount of damage. And what I think happens is, I think as the zombies start walking through it, they take more spike damage. Not more damage, but they get hit by the spikes more, because they're not just walking by the spikes. So what I'm thinking is, that, you know how you put only 1 or 2 rows of spikes against your wall because these spikes out here would be useless? What I'm thinking is you could put a row of spikes and the barbed wire in front of it. A row of spikes, barbed wire in front of it. A row of spikes, barbed wire in front of it. I think it's a good way for you to utilize multiple layers of big upgraded spikes to good effect. Because usually, if you put a row of big upgraded spikes right here, they're just going to walk right through it and not take much damage. But if you put barbed wire in front of it, now you might have something. I don't know if the barbed wire is worth it. It seems to really help. You know what it really does well against? Regular zombies. They just die on it. They can't even get through it. What you saw in my test last week, we spawned about 10 or 20 of them, and they just crashed on those barbed wire like waves on rocks. They couldn't get through it. So, you know, for that alone, it would help your spikes behind it not get damaged as much. So I don't know. I think there's a use for the barbed wire. I'm just not sure exactly how to utilize it just yet. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. And a lot of you guys leave me tips on how to build and stuff, and what to do. And you guys give me these intricate base layouts and stuff, or maybe not even intricate ones. Thought I heard something. Maybe not even intricate base layouts, just regular base layouts. You guys would be like, "Oh, Cage, do this, 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 and this," and you tell me what to do. But you know what? It's really hard to visualize what you're saying. If you guys have a base layout that you think works, take a screenshot of it, put it on Steam, and send me the link. I think that's the best way to do it. That way I can actually see what you guys are talking about. I have a feeling that this will be the place getting hit every time from now on, but I really don't know for sure. If it gets hit on the next horde, I'll assume this is where they're going to come from. I'm not sure how the hordes decide where to come from. I've heard all kinds of theories and stuff. I really don't know. Okay. So let's go ahead and upgrade this bad boy. Get this place all situated. Shouldn't take long. Let's see about doing a time lapse. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is time lapses are kind of hard for me to keep track of how long the time lapse has been going. I think I'm going to order myself another timer off Amazon, and I think I'm going to start when I start a time lapse, set a second timer, so I have an idea how long the time lapse is going. And I wonder what is a good length for a time lapse. You know, time lapses are 300% speed. So if I do a time lapse that's 3 minutes, it's going to only take up 1 minute in the video. So I'm thinking a 6-minute time lapse that only takes up 2 minutes in the video might be a good time lapse. I don't know when the threshold of you guys getting bored of it is, though. You know what I mean? So is 2 minutes? Do you think you'd get bored with a 2-minute time lapse? Is that too much? Or you think maybe a 1-minute time lapse is a little better? Not sure. Maybe I'll test different amounts of time lapse and see which ones you guys like best. As far as the gun skills go, I am not crazy. You guys have been confirming what I've been suspecting. Gun skills are completely borked in this game. They're not going up fast enough, and it's not just a pistol one. The shotgun one does not go up fast enough. It goes up better than the pistol, but I don't think it's fast enough personally. Plus, like, the shotgun just was doing no damage on Horde Knight. It was just like throwing away paper. Now here's the thing. Here's where the Fun Pimps messed up, in my opinion, and I don't think that the skills are working properly. Now the idea is to have a gun skill, shotgun, pistol, and whatever, that you'll use the item and get better at it, and that makes total sense to me. I mean, yeah, it's like an RPG. You use this skill and you get better with the skill. So yeah, that sounds pretty freaking good. But the problem with that is when you're using the skill, you're not getting much from it. First of all, the skills aren't going up fast enough. That's obvious. Second of all, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Second of all, you're using a finite piece of material. Now, getting paper and getting brass, you can get it. I mean, you can pretty much get it forever. It's not like you're going to not be able to get it, because you could always go to houses and stuff and, and whatever. But the problem is it takes a long time to get it, and, using up all your paper and you're barely getting any skill, that's not going to work for me, So I think putting points into those skills is 100% viable. A lot of the people in the comments was telling me that's how they get their skills up. And you got to understand, the higher the skill, the better chance you have of killing whatever you're shooting at, the quicker the skill's actually going to go up. So let's get this one up to 60. And put another thing in Boomstick. So I think 60 and 4 to 5 in Boomstick, and 60 and 4 to 5 in Outlaw is a good place to be. We're getting a total of 45, 55, 65. That's 65%, right? Am I reading that right? 45, 55, 65. Yeah, so about 66% increase. We're going to start a mine. Let's grab our pickaxe and put these away. What am I going to do with the barbed wire? I'm not sure. I want to start a mine here first. We will deal with the barbed wire on the base at a later date. Let me go out and kind of think about what I want to do with the barbed wire. I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to put up... let me actually think about this. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm assuming that the zombies are going to attack from this area more than others. Hopefully I'm right. And what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna put all spikes in here. Just load this whole middle up with spikes. Then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put barbed wire along here. Alright. And then what I'm gonna do, that's gonna be barbed wire. Then this is gonna be another set of spikes, and this is gonna be another set of barbed wire. And I think barbed wire spikes, barbed wire spikes, barbed wire spikes is probably going to be a good setup. I think that's what we're gonna do for next horde. I think that could be pretty interesting. Like I said, the barbed wire slows them down as they're walking over the spikes. Now, what I need to know is, does barbed wire break out limbs by itself? Because I watched zombies walk up against barbed wire with spikes behind them, and their limbs got broken out. Now, if their limbs got broken out and barbed wire cannot break out limbs, then that means the spikes were hitting them through the barbed wire. Even if it didn't, as they come through the barbed wire, they're still going to take a lot of spike damage. So I think that's going to be a good setup. You guys let me know what you think. Alright, so we need to make a mine. Let's make it right in the middle of the house. I'm thinking like, here? You think? Or here? I kind of like here. Alright, so that's going to go right down at the bottom. Alright, this place is looking badass down here. Alright, so that's going to go right there. And we'll go right down here. And I am going to need a shovel. I'm also going to need ladders. I would like to make maybe metal ladders, but I don't know. I don't have them with me, so the hell with it. I wonder if you could upgrade ladders. That'd be pretty funny. Just like you could upgrade anything else. Upgrade the ladder from wood to metal. That would actually be quite helpful, believe it or not. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a shovel. Shovel. Oh my god, this stuff is a mess. I'm going to move everything over here once I've got the mine started, because I'm going to keep everything in the mine. Some people ask me why I just don't stay underground. Here, hold on a sec. Shovel. Am I missing it, guys? Probably am. Shovel. Seems like the harder I look, the more I miss stuff. There we go. Alright, so... we need a lot of wood, too, for this. We'll put this away. Anyway, a lot of people have been asking me, Cage, why don't you just stay underground during the Horde nights? It's easy. And yeah, it is easy, but it's also boring. I don't like staying underground during Horde nights because it's boring. Oh, wow, this place is... I'll probably put some walls around this just to, you know, protect it, just in case they do get in from here. Anyway, yeah, so, it's kind of boring, you know, to stay underground during Horde night, so that's why I don't do it. But I will keep my stuff underground. Is that stone already? Seriously? Not that I mind, but wait, why is it taking 3 hits? Oh, that's asphalt. No, that's asphalt I'm hitting, I think. Yeah, stone's not 1500. Man, how many layers of asphalt is this? There we go, that's stone. Okay. Oh my god, we're gonna have to dig out a lot of asphalt. That sucks. God, I hate digging out asphalt. Alright guys, I think this would be a good time for a time-lapse, or as I like to call it, a mine-lapse. So enjoy the mine-lapse. Okay, we're back. I think the time-lapse is almost 2 minutes, so let me know what you guys think about the length of that time-lapse. And I wanted to show you something cool that you guys... Well, I'm going to show some of you. The ladder's on the wrong side, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. We can make it work. We got a horde or what? Yeah, we got a horde. I don't think that's a screamer horde. That might just be a roaming horde. I'm going to leave it alone because if I go out there and a screamer sees me, it could be a lot worse. Anyway, I want to show you something cool. You guys been telling me this for a while, and I just now remembered about it. You could tell your elevation by going to the map and looking right here. So we're 14 blocks, I'm assuming, under. It looks to be about 14, right? Is that 14? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you think about the fact that the stone starts here, yeah, that could be about 14 blocks. It probably is. So that is looking pretty good. All right, let's take a look up here. Alright guys, we are going to do a little more building today, and then I'm going to go home at the farm for the last time, hopefully, and I'm going to do some mining, and then I'm going to get everything. I'm going to bring it over here. I might do some transfers tomorrow. You know, we might not even get to go down south tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. I might have to still work here tomorrow. But I promise the next day, assuming I don't forget and nothing else comes up. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put down the rest of these these iron bars here. Now, my buddy Scott pointed out that you do not need the poles on the corners to hold these iron bars up, and you know, he's probably right, but I do not care. I want them there anyway. I kind of like the way it looks. He disagrees, but you know, we all have our opinions. But I kind of like the way it looks on the corners, and I'll show you guys what I mean right now. Actually, you know, what I probably could do is I could make them pillars. Now, do pillars have the same... Do pillars have the same strength as blocks if they're upgraded? Let's put one out here as a test. All right, so let's see what this got. Oh my God, pillars are weak. How are pillars so weak? Oh my God, that was a upgraded. Let me try that again. I can't believe how weak those pillars. Are you serious? All right, pillar. That's an upgraded reinforced pillar. Wow. Guys, pillars are garbage. And I was watching a Game Edge build with these. So, I gotta let them know. Jesus, those are crap. Oh, I can't believe how bad those are. What the hell? Alright, well, whatever. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And they converge right here. Now, again, my good buddy Scott does not like this setup. Sorry, Scott. I kind of dig it. So I'm going to use it. Alright, so the only thing we have to do now is make it spider zombie proof. So we just put these right here. I'm trying to think of a different way I can make these spider zombie proof that would look cool, but nah, I think this is the best way. I was thinking about putting ramps upside down on this to make it spider zombie proof, which might make it look a little better. The problem with that setup is then I won't be able to walk over here to shoot down here if they're attacking right there. Although it probably doesn't matter. No, it kind of does. It kind of does. Okay, so that's there. Yeah, because if a zombie's hitting right here, I'm going to want to get right above them to kill them. I could probably hit them from an angle over there, but I think it's okay there. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's do another corner, shall we? We got these small spikes. I think I should break out these small spikes, but I just hate breaking them out. I'd rather them kill zombies, you know? Yeah, forget it. Wasting bolts. Let's let them get closer. Alright, so you'll go right there. There. That's 3 out, right? Yeah, that's number 3. Did they come... How did I do this exactly? Did that come 3 out from the wall? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then the area they meet is a block, not... Yeah, the area they meet is a block. It won't be iron bars. So we got to find out where they're gonna meet. How many spots? That's 2, right? 3, 3, 3, 3. Block. Beautiful. Whoa. Easy there, Cage. Don't be falling on spikes, bro. Probably gonna have to break some of these out. Yes, we definitely are. That's okay. These things are actually really easy to break out, thank God. You just kind of, boom, one shot. Okay. I'm gonna actually break all these out because I'm gonna want to put big spikes around these. The little spikes are really nice. They actually do a good amount of damage. The problem is they just don't last long enough to make them worth it. Okay. There and there. do the same thing we did before. There. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I'll do that from up top. Let's go do that from up top, and then I think we're going to head home. And like I said, I'm going to dig throughout the night, do my normal thing at the other base, but then when it's getting close to daytime, I am going to start, you know, boxing everything up. So this one looks good. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. And we might as well just connect these. They're going to connect anyway. We need to make a lot more iron bars, too. There we go. Man, that'll be a nasty kill zone down there, by the way. Although they will have to get through this pillar, but they should. If I'm like fighting over here, they should run right by that pillar. There's no reason they'd stop and start attacking the pillar. Even if the pillar does go down, honestly, guys, he's right. This pillar is completely pointless. The only reason I'm doing it like this is because, I don't know, redundancy. I don't know, I guess maybe if they knock out a couple iron bars, this could help. I guess it's more for looks than anything. Even though I do disagree with Scott, I do think it looks better. So, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We're not all going to like to build the same way. You know, it's just human nature that I'm going to build something you're not going to like sometimes. And, you know what? If I was watching you guys play, I'm sure there's stuff you'd build that I didn't like, that I wouldn't like. I mean, Game Edge is like awesome. I love Game Edge. I love watching him play. But even Game Edge builds stuff I don't like sometimes. So, it's just the way it is. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to have to do these from below. Gonna have to use these. I don't have to use these. I could probably reach, but this just makes it easier. Come on. There we go. Okay. So this on this end is more representative of why I'm putting these extra pillars down, because you can see if you don't put this pillar down, these things are coming out pretty far. You know, like if this pillar wasn't here, this would be an iron bar right here, away from the house that far. And again, it'll be fine. It's not going to fall. But still, I just like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, guys. I'm going to call this one a little bit early because we are out of time. So that's going to be it for episode 35. We'll see you next time for episode 36. Till then, take it easy.